Good day everyone, I'm Amanda and here with me is
Success.
So today we're going to be talking briefly on coronavirus. It's a really deadly disease which has caused a lot of harm than good in Nigeria. And most victims experience mild to moderate symptoms.
And ways of contacting this coronavirus known as COVID-19 is through coughing, sneezing, and physical contact, which is handshaking. That's why it's been advised to stay 2 meters away from each other and staying away from crowds.
And symptoms of coronavirus are sore throat, running temperature, and frequent sneezing and coughing.
This big virus known as coronavirus. It affected lots of activities and it caused an absolute lockdown everywhere. It affected Nigerian too. There were most of people that were isolated and even our stadiums were used as isolation centers. It affected everyone financially and the rest. Moving on with us, we're going to be interviewing some students, asking them how they felt and their experience during the lockdown period. This is TNT Updates.
Thanks for watching.
And you can follow us up on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And it's still the people and me.
With Success and Amanda. Be with us. Now we're going for client hunting. Be with us. Good day everyone, it's still Success and
Amanda.
Alright, here we're with a young man standing, a very handsome young man for that matter.
Would you mind introducing yourself?
Okay.
Properly.
I'm Daniel Onyekachionwu, the Executive President of National Union of Rivers State Students, Ignatius Ajuru University of Education Chapter.
Wow. Thank you. That was a nice intro. Okay, we're on coronavirus issues, COVID-19, and the pandemic stuffs. Now, I want to ask you about your experience at home during this lockdown period. How was it for you? Just expatiate, feel free.
Okay, as a student, we understand the other part of studentship outside just being within the academic environment. So, being at home wasn't too bad. But we also sought for alternative options in order to still keep ourselves engaged and occupied outside proper academic activities. So for me, I think I wasn't totally a homeboard person, but I had also engaged in other industrial activities that had aided productivity.
Wow, you're talking about industrial activities that aided productivity. That's a really nice one. Do you mind just giving me a clue of one,
Okay, basically I had engaged in certain businesses,
wow,
and which are also educationally related, because we had also taken time to interact with certain distinguished personalities in the state in order to help us strengthen most of our programs upon resumption. So I took time for that. I also had time to learn some trade. Like today, I'm a skilled barber now.
Wow,
So
that's a nice one.
My evenings was used for that. While on other angles, one would have also pursued other business ventures.
That's a nice one.
Okay, so how's the resumption of school for you?
Well, the resumption is a welcome development. A welcome development in the sense that one is back to this environment, a very accommodating environment. It's long missed, and I can tell you from the depth of my heart that I really missed school, and being back, seeing my colleagues, seeing course mates, seeing level mates, I can tell you the joy on their faces was long missed. One had not been able to interact so welcoming and accommodating this way for a while. So I appreciate the efforts of the River State government to had reopened the institutions even against all fears of the pandemic. So we are happy because the students are keeping and adhering strictly to the COVID-19 protocols and guidelines for the safe resumption.
Oh, thank you.
All right, sorry, the last but not the least, you know, the making use and the rules and regulations of COVID-19, like putting on of the nose mask, were you doing that often, you know?
I think I will start by the both of you interviewing me are not even wearing a face mask.
I have mine.
So,
I have mine too.
so I am not also wearing mine. But the case is, I can tell you, the students are doing their best as it regards adhering to it. All we should understand is, I'm not speaking for the layman,
Sure.
but we understand by layman understanding that one believes the COVID is going, and we are praying it should go, but somehow people usually take this risk. But I am not in total concordance with the fact that the COVID is totally gone. So I will still advise the students to do their best in ensuring that they keep safe, because you need to be alive to further your education. If you are not alive, I don't see the essence why you feel you can be educated.
All right. So, what about the frequent washing of your hands and sanitizing?
Well, like as a union, we are doing our best in wanting to see how we could also provide most things that could aid that, because we are to complement the effort of the school management who has done so well in providing sanitizers, face masks and all that. Even the student union government had provided over 1,000 face masks that was shared to students. So we would also look for something we can do to complement that effort, but somehow maybe we would not be looking toward the direction of providing what has already been provided. We have to also diversify. So we are looking at student relief, student welfare relief actually, because if you check correctly, some students can get those face masks themselves if they have the resources. So we are looking at providing educational support, and we had already established the Nurse Educational Trust Fund, which will look into that. The committee is already working, and in less than no time we'll have little stipends to support students under this pandemic that will enable them to have some sort of relief, because we understand that many parents were not working this period, economic activities had shut down. So it will be very necessary if we do the right thing by providing those essential support which the union needs to do as a union. So we might not necessarily want to bring a face mask, sanitizer, because those in the school have already done them. So I think we want to take a step further to see how we could provide some level of stipends and financial support.
Okay, speaking on the levels of helping students, that's a good one. Thank you very much for your time, and yeah, thank you. We really appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you
God bless
once
you so
again.
much.
All right. That was the National Union of River State Students President. Yeah, and you know the interesting part about what he said, when he said the provision of nose masks and hand sanitizers. You know, even through the gates, passing the gate. You know, right? You saw the things and
sanitized.
yeah, this school is really nice. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a good school.
Okay, yeah. Well, thanks to him for all the good things that they are planning for the school and everything. We appreciate.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I think we're done.
Are we then?
Hi, I'm Amanda, and here with me is
Success.
What's your name?
Justice.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm perfect, thank you. And you?
I'm good, thank you. So I'm just going to be asking you some questions about your experience during the lockdown.
Okay.
So how was it for you?
Whoa. It wasn't good. I'm not the kind of person that enjoy boredom and loneliness. So where I find joy and I thrive in sociable areas, sociable places like school. So having found myself at home, just doing nothing, eat, sleep, wake up, watch TV if there's lights, I found it very, very boring, and didn't like it.
Okay. So how's the resumption for you?
It's freedom, freedom from boredom.
It's not hectic.
It's not hectic. I like school life. I'm not the kind of student that I'm not those kind of student that don't like school period. They just want to be free. I'm like
Smart
school.
ones.
I like school. I like being in
Okay.
school.
So do you adhere to the rules and regulations like the nose mask and sanitizing your
Yes,
hands?
my nose mask, but it's my breath.
It's
Yeah.
suffocating.
So I wouldn't like to
Suffocating.
put it on.
What about sanitizing your hands and washing it frequently?
I do that, but not frequently anyway. But we had. I went through that
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
sanitizing stuff.
Thank you for your time. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, I am Comrade Dominic Destiny, the SUG president of Ignatius Ajuru University of Education. Yes, the experience during the lockdown, actually, it was a very trying time, I must say. The lockdown came to the student on emergency. We just saw it. It came in. So I made the pandemic all the way. And the lockdown, it was actually hell. Though we had some limitations, this lockdown limited us in our activities, like the student union activities. We couldn't cover a lot of things, and but thank God we are back now. We we are running for other activities, setting the timetable, hoping on resumption. Personally, I actually engaged on other activities, personal activities like skill acquisition. But for the union, we are planning every day, even on Zoom, WhatsApp, having meetings with my executive on how to make things better for students when we resume. I must say we are happy. The student community, everyone in this place, we are happy for this resumption. I want to commend the River State government, the Governor of River State, His Excellency Chief Barrister Ian Wike for his quick response to the cry of the student by announcing 5th of this month as the resumption date, and actually him being a capacity, the date was actually the date we resumed. I commend him for that. To my students, we are telling the public that we are happy. Yes, nose masks and sanitizers, even more than the sanitizers, they are provided. Like at the gate, you can see the school management provided a machine, hand washing equipment, and the whole body sanitizer. So to the SUG, we know we provided the nose mask. I actually provided nose masks for students, though it was not enough because we are over 15,000 students, but the nose mask that was provided by me was over 1,000. So imagine a drop of sand in a river, so it didn't go a long way.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and this is Success, and you are?
I'm Rachel.
Thank you. So, I just want to ask you about your experience about the lockdown and the coronavirus thing. How was your experience?
So quite boring.
Is that it?
Because
Okay.
I was at home throughout doing nothing, so yes, it was boring.
Yeah, it was boring. So, how do you feel about the resumption of school?
At least I'm out now. It's okay.
Okay. Okay, how do you feel about the frequent wearing of nose masks every day?
It's okay, but it's quite uncomfortable. But we'll manage it like that now. If you get choice, we don't get choice now.
Thank you for your time.
All right. Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Wow Daniel.
Wow, nice name, Daniel. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Yeah, what was your experience like staying at home every day and the rest?
All right. What I experienced bored, loneliness. I miss my friends. I miss my lectures. So it was just a kind of bored something. I don't like it.
Whoa, boredom. I see that. That's true. I saw that coming anyways. So how do you feel resuming, coming back to school, this big resumption, you know?
Wow, I feel so excited because I never wanted to last long in this school. I just want to spend my 4 years. So being at home, it chopped a lot of my time. So I was so excited of resuming.
Wow, all right, he was excited. That's good. Daniel, now, the frequent wearing of nose masks, how was it for you? Like,
Well, it's giving me another shape, though I don't like it. I don't like, but since there is one measure to prevent coronavirus, we don't have choice but to put it on.
okay, that's true. Okay, what about washing and sanitizing of your hands? Were you also doing that?
Yeah, I do that, but it's a little bit difficult for us because not everybody can purchase hand sanitizer. So if government can make it free for us, I appreciate.
All right, thank you, Daniel. Nice having you with me. Okay, bye.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.
How's the lockdown for you?
It was quite boring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
quite
that.
boring and
What did you do?
nothing much. Study, sleep, wake up, eat.
Oh, you actually study.
Because you're having upcoming exams. So, sometimes you got to open your books.
How is the resumption of school for you?
I really don't like it. I'll know, though I was expecting us to resume next year, but right now things are going very fast, you understand? So they want everything to go in line, so they are making things very fast for us.
Yeah.
So right now we're in second semester. Meanwhile, our first semester, there are most things that we are not done with, but still we
Okay.
So-
Okay. So how do you feel wearing nose mask every day of your life?
I don't know, Sha, but it's just for protection.
Are you obeying all the rules and regulations? Sanitizing and washing your hands?
Yeah, I'm obeying because I have my sanitizer. I can bring it out.
Nice.
Thank you for your time. It was nice talking to
Alright,
you.
thank you.
Hi, I'm Success and with me here.
Amanda.
And what's your name?
Christabel.
Wow, Christabel, nice name. Christabel, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to be asking you about your experience at home during this lockdown period. How was it for you? Just tell me the truth.
Okay, to me it was fine.
Wow.
It was also bored. Yeah.
Okay, the boring aspect, what made it being bored,
No, looking at movies, watching movies, at the time going to read your books. Sleep, wake up, eat. If I thought you even see yourself.
Oh, so it's just same routine every day.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're back to school. It's a very big day and the resumption is just very fast. So how do you feel, Tell me.
I won't say much. I feel excited although, because I'm back to school. And everything, as she said, is happening faster. Yeah.
Wow.
And today has just refreshed my memory again because I cannot remember when last I opened my book again.
Oh my God, that means to say the resumption of the school is really helpful for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So, were you sanitizing and washing your hands regularly?
I only wash my hands. I don't sanitize.
Oh my God, why?
It's because.
Okay, I get. What about the wearing of nose and mouth mask?
Yeah, I do that.
Okay, that's nice. Nice talking with you, Sylvia.
I'm Mr. Promise in the dream. Wow. My experience at home, it was which will I say success or what? But actually, to be sincere to you, the lockdown was actually a messed up to an extent. The lockdown actually made me to stay at home all day, talking about maybe in terms of finances and all the rest. I was so broke, no going out, you can't get anywhere to look for money and all the rest. Another thing I actually experienced is in terms of eating. I think I consume much of food Wow. During the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown. You also talk about maybe sleeping,
All right.
I actually have much of the sleep. Morning you wake up, after eating you sleep, night same thing. Talk about movie. Another thing I also notice, maybe I also consume in terms of money during fuel or petrol. Buying fuel maybe in my gen and all the rest. It's actually a very tough one for me to meet up that particular time. Talk about noise is another problem I actually encountered during the COVID-19. People around me, because nobody's going out for a job or anything, people always making noise and all the rest. So I have a lot of experience. I don't know still.
Wow, your experience is really much, and that means it wasn't bored for you, right?
To understand, will I say the first stage of it was bored, but the second one, man, it was fun.
All right. Next, I would love to know how you feel about the resumption of school. How is it for you?
Yeah, the resumption of school is nice. It's good.
Okay.
This is what I have actually been wishing for or hoping for. So for it to come true. I'm also a student here, PhD student. I also have a business which I operate in this place. My source of income comes through the students.
Okay.
And it's actually a very tough time to me when students left the school premises. Coming to school from week to week, nothing to write home about. But now that the school have resumed, you can see the population, see the people all over. At least have one or two things to do that will give you little cash.
All right.
I'm really happy.
So it was really beneficial.
Yeah. To me,
to you.
It's really beneficial to me.
All right, that's a nice one. Okay, now moving on to the rules and regulation. They enforce this law of putting on nose masks. So were you putting on yours even during the lockdown period while going out and in school too?
Yes. Yes, I do that. Even at least the school management, which I know that I've tried a lot.
Okay.
If you are coming from the gate, you have to see the COVID-19 procedures have been mapped out there.
That's
Students are always there. You have to come into school with your nose mask. Without nose mask, you are not entering. I think it's not what school actually did is nice. I also have my nose mask. I just left it there because of the interview, just to grant you this interview.
Okay, so that means you regularly wash your hands and sanitize, am I right?
In my bag, my sanitizer is there with me.
Oh, that's very lovely. That means you are obeying the rules. That's good.
Yeah, I have to obey the rule. If the school management can actually map out the procedure, so who am I not to obey the rules? At least I'm under the rules of the school management, so I have to obey every rules and regulation.
You heard that from our clients and many students that we spoke today. They talked about their boredom, their talents and everything. Some of them were very excited coming back to school.
Yes.
And you know what excited me mostly? Was when one said that she was bored. Do you know I was actually bored too?
Yeah, I was bored too.
Wow, doing everything every day, routine, everything is
watching
just
TV and getting tired of doing the same.
Well,
thing
the most interesting part is the talent, aspect. Yeah, that's just it. Follow us more while we just go up with our updates. This is TNT Update, and it's still the people and me.